Hello everybody, and welcome back to the New Age Geeks channel. Tonight we have Queer and Present Danger, a high fantasy homebrew D&D campaign made by yours truly, with an all LGBTQ plus cast. And just a friendly little reminder that here at the New Age Geeks channel, we aim to create an all-inclusive space and make everybody feel welcome at our table.
And the New Age Geeks includes more than just us. It relies on all of you wonderful geeks and your participation in the community that we're building together. If you want to become one of the New Age Geeks, you can. Just join our Discord, subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels where you'll find moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah!
And chat rooms with the cast and other members of our growing community. Remember, the best way to help us with the algorithm is engagement. So watch the video all the way through, like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that these platforms know to share us with everyone else. Speaking of engagement, we would love it if you would please make sure to clip any of your favorite moments of the show. The funny moments, the sad moments, anything you like.
The mentally
Beyond
unstable
that,
moments.
We don't have those here. That's reserved for Monday. Love you guys. Forging Fates is great. Check them out on Mondays. Beyond that, we have posts going up on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. If you're on any of those platforms, follow us there as well. And in case you hadn't heard, the Crit Awards opened up yesterday. So nominations are now live from April 1st, closing on April 30th. So make sure to go check out critawards.org. You'll be able to find the nomination form. You can also find it on a lot of socials everywhere right now. We have so many amazing creators, GMs, shows, stories, interview shows. That's another show. Hey, Joe's great. Check him out. So many amazing things to nominate. If you go take a look at our socials for the channel, New Age Geeks, you'll be able to see what we would like you guys to nominate for. If you want to nominate anyone here, or Critty. That's all I got. That's all you, Dom.
Twitch Prime is free if you have Amazon Prime. That awards you a 1-month subscription to any channel here on Twitch. Once a month, you do need to go in and resubscribe to that channel at no additional cost. Just link your accounts and click subscribe with Prime on that channel. If you're feeling charitable, please subscribe on Twitch and YouTube. Perhaps give subscriptions to others. Cheer using bits, donate via PayPal, check out our merch shop, and subscribe to our Patreon. Lastly, if you wish to become a sponsor for the New Age Geeks, reach out to us directly via our Instagram page to begin those discussions.
And speaking of sponsors, if you enjoy the music we have going on here on the New Age Geeks channel, we highly recommend checking out the SonCraft bot. That is SonCraft bot. The SonCraft bot allows you to play open source community selected music and soundscapes directly from your Discord server with only a few clicks. Whether you're playing with friends or streaming on Twitch, you can use the audio stress-free. With their pro level subscription, you get their playlist builder, shareable playlist codes, access to 40 plus music genres and 20 plus soundscape types, global genre selections, and 2 premium Discord servers, all for just $10 a month. But if you use our referral code NAG, that is N-A-G, it will get you $2 off of your subscription for the first 3 months. All you need to do to get started is invite the SonCraft bot of your choosing to your Discord server, then just hit play and let SonCraft take care of the rest. And we are partners with Dragon's Nest Delivery. If you guys don't know what Dragon's Nest Delivery is, it is a D&D shop with a ton of D&D essentials, including dice, apparel, homebrew adventures, and their Nat 20 cards series, which we will be using here on Queer and Present Danger. And they even have a D&D subscription box. That subscription box includes dice, candy, one-shot adventures, minis, and a bunch of downloadable content as well. So, when you go to checkout, make sure to use our referral code, New Age Geeks, all one word, for 18% off of your order. And yes, that even includes the subscription box. So, when you go to check them out, make sure to tell them that we sent ya. So, one last announcement. I believe, is we also have an open casting call for both Forging Fates and Queer and Present Danger. So we are looking for people to join us on our crazy little adventures. And if you are interested, make sure to join our Discord as well as message us over on our Instagram, and we will we'll have those discussions. So make sure to check out our Instagram for more details. Any other announcements? Nope. So, I suppose without further ado, we can get into tonight's episode of Queer and Present Danger.
Ooh.
And we're back. So, last session, we started off with Ashira in her 3-day nap, reliving some interesting memories before she woke up and decided to join her friends down in the mines. In the mines, we find the rest of the party facing off against 3 Ankegs, which were quickly dispatched by Bloom's usage of Fireball. And in doing so, managed to clear a safe passage for them to delve deeper into the mines and further into their investigation. So, as you guys trudge deeper into the mines, hearing some shouting coming from deeper within, you came across a small group. You came across 3 humanoid figures and 1 larger humanoid figure mining away at glowing green rock. Glowing green rock.
The walks.
The walks. Down in the mines. But after a brief discussion and some sneaking around on Bloom's part, managed to avoid any conflict for the time being, as well as procure a few of these glowing green rocks. After you were escorted out of the mines, hands really.
Focus.
After you guys were escorted out of the mines by this so-called group of miners, decided to start heading back towards Wimborne. And you guys setting up camp decided to identify the glowing green rocks and come to find out that they were mining ether, this raw, pure form of magic. After some discussion and some sendings being sent out informing Quentin of what you guys have found, you guys decided to circle back as to follow the people that were in the mines. And we left off on you guys just arriving outside of the tree line of the mines. Seeing them load up more of this ether into their wagon as this giant figure plops more of it onto the wagon. And that's where we're picking up.
I just want to say, I want to see Ashira lose her mind with one of the, like, ether rocks with her. I'm just saying.
I feel like a loss of control while holding one of those rocks would go very poorly for everyone in a specific radius.
It's gonna be a disaster, possibly in an even bigger radius. Because didn't we see that happen? Didn't we see the ether like increase the radius of something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashira controls the weather. We need to give her some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yes. I am just like the fish. Thank you.
Pudge controls the weather.
I gotta go feed
But-
Pudge.
So as you guys sort of peek out from the wagon, seeing them loading up more of this ether into their own wagon, one of them sitting in the driver's seat, just sort of waiting. Is there anything you guys are doing in this particular moment?
I'm trying to, out of character, I would know this as a Shira. Does one of you two have the hand? The invisible
I was
hand?
gonna say, like, I kind of... I was gonna say, like, how distracted are they while they're moving this, like, supply? Could I, like, mage hand, because we have 3, right? There's 4 of us, like...
Yes.
Can I give you something to put on there while you mage hand over?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could also give me some guidance, too. Like,
I
to
will.
make sure
For sure. I'm gonna like take off one of like I'll cut one of my like beaded like woven bracelets, and I'm gonna give it to the invisible hand and tell you to drop it on the cart out of sight, because I can track that if we lose sight of them from a distance.
That's not a bad idea, because then we don't have to keep following them. We can wait for backup.
We can, well, a certain distance.
Oh, okay.
Once they're outside
can
of that,
stay
I won't be able
farther.
to. Right?
Okay.
That's what my thought. But also, I'll just like give you little pats on the head and say, "Thank you, Bloom," and I'm gonna give you guidance.
Alrighty. Yeah, so I'm gonna like hold off until they seem properly distracted. And when they seem properly distracted, I'm gonna like cast Mage Hand at a whisper, like so they don't like just hear me fucking yelling out spells.
Yeah, that's simple enough for you to do, as 3 of the 4 people head back down into the mine. There's still that one person sort of guarding the cart, but they're up at the driver's seat. So I'll say, if you want to roll me a stealth at advantage or Arcana at advantage.
I think one of those would definitely be better, because I'm proficient in Arcana. My Dex has no modifiers. So... Okay. So that's 25 for the Arcana.
Easy enough. You are able to summon your mage hand without drawing any attention to yourself and managing to drop this bracelet onto the cart. And then you are trying to grab another piece of ether.
Yeah, I mean, how, like, the mage hand can hold up to 10 pounds. Since I rolled, like, a 25, can I grab, like, some, like, bigger hunks, maybe? Like, a couple that'll...
I'll
like,
allow you to grab either one big chunk or 2 smaller chunks.
What do we think?
One big hunk.
I kind of want a really big hunk.
Yeah, let's go! Let's go! Okay,
Let's
okay.
light this candle.
All right, so I'm gonna, by the way, I'm gonna drop the bracelet, and I'm gonna, like, make sure it kind of, like, gets wedged in, like, a corner, like, under some hay or something.
Okay.
I'm gonna, like, bury it under something where it'll never be found, and if it is, they'll assume that, like, someone dropped it that, like, had the wagon before or something, like...
Okay. Yeah, it's simple enough.
And then, yeah, I'm gonna grab a 10-pound hunk.
Okay, a 10-pound hunk is going to be pretty big. So I'm going to need you to make another roll to see if the person... You're right. The person sitting in the
This is
driver's
the
seat
size of
notices.
a large baby.
It's
Oh, I don't look. Sometimes you just need it. All right. So
Okay.
this is Arcana again. Do Arcana again, maybe.
I'll allow Arcana.
I still have the guidance. I didn't use it last time, so.
Okay.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's another 25.
Add a guidance anyways, just in case.
Add a guidance anyways.
Okay.
Don't risk it.
That's. Oh my god. No, I dropped it. I can't. If it
You're
falls
gonna-
on
you're
the
gonna-
floor, I re-roll it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also,
well,
don't stab yourself with it.
We're good. I have the glowing ones that my girlfriend got me, so I found it really quickly. It's
Nice.
a D4 for guidance, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Correct.
That was a 4.
So
Okay.
29.
Hell yeah.
29.
Queen.
There's a close call while you are moving the stone. However, you are able to retrieve this giant hunk of ether and bring it back to you guys all in one piece.
Yeah, Bloom just goes full send. She's like, you know what? she's like picking up all of them. Like, I can pick up a bigger one. And she's like going shopping with it. And the dude like hears some shit, and then he's
He
like,
hears the
"Nah."
rocks tussling in the back, and he's just like,
Settling.
They're just settling. And
it's just the wind.
And then she just like, this is gonna be my new one. Like we could share it, whichever one of us
Heavens.
needs to do a big spell. We can do a big one.
This terrifies me.
We should all cast Thunderwave at the same time.
Ooh, the thunder tsunami.
Maybe, just maybe, we don't do that right now, and we think about it for later.
I'll think about a
Okay.
lot of things.
I'm gonna think about it, and I'm gonna put it in the bag.
I like turn
and-
really fast, and my trident on my back smacks Talia in the head. I'm like, oh no.
She's unconscious. Oh dear.
Just whack.
So you guys have now procured a large chunk of this ether.
A giant hunk of glowing green wok.
My god.
Yup.
Adding that to my inventory.
Not gonna come back to bite
Giant
you later.
hunk of glowing green rock. Let me see.
So, as you guys are keeping watch, you see them make a couple more trips back and forth from inside of the mines. And
Mm.
after about an hour or so of them doing this, they all hop in the back of the cart as they begin to... The person in the driver's seat snaps the reins and they begin their trek. They seem to be heading in a northern direction.
We give him like a little bit of a head start, and then we can start following. And it
Okay,
doesn't
but
How
does
far
that
of
mean
a-
like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 40 yards? Now.
Sure.
How about now?
Probably like a minute or two. Yeah, and then we go.
And now?
Yes. Now.
How about now? Okay, let's go.
I heard turtles are superior trackers.
That's actually kind of true.
I bump your head, give you guidance to see if you try it, just in case.
Okay.
So you guys hop into your cart and begin your trek along through this snowy trail heading northward from the mines. The day's travel, actually, if you could give me a survival check, whoever is driving the cart.
I got it.
Or
I've blessed you.
Well, thank God for that. That is a total. Oh, my survival is +5. It would help if I could do math. 19.
Nice.
19, easy enough to stay on the path and keep track of their cart ahead of you through this snowy passage. There is light snowfall at the moment, only slightly obscuring some vision, but with a 19 you're able to keep on this track with Chestnut leading the way. You guys trek through with the snow crunching underneath the wagon's wheels. Their cart further off in the distance. Is there anything you guys would like to do or talk about during your day's travel?
Murder.
But you're not gonna learn a spell, Toby?
Well, he's driving the cart currently.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I'm good at doing 2 things at once, but I don't think I can teach myself a spell and
I'll probably
drive at the same time.
Yeah, 100% you could. What could possibly go wrong
Fireball.
on us?
I don't actually know that spell the staff did.
You have a staff that can do fireball. That's crazy.
Only once. It's because that guy at the college did it to us. The staff remembered.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Your staff has memories, and sometimes your doll whispers.
Huh?
Well, I don't think that's how it worked.
Uh-huh.
You know, the snake on the staff? The snake remembered, not the staff.
I'm so sorry. Thank you for the correction. I'll remember that going forward.
But, you can only do it one time.
Ever, or until a spell like that's cast at you again?
I think it's because the guy died. And I did it.
Oh! Yep, okay, cool. Uh-huh. That's not concerning at all. That's a very cool staff, and I'm glad you have it.
I mean, it let me cast fireball.
It was extremely useful, and you did it very well.
Thank you.
Your
And
aim
your
was
trident.
immaculate.
Your trident doesn't do the same thing, but isn't your trident sometimes stronger?
Mhm. It kind of acts like a conduit. I can channel kind of some of my electricity, and like a little bit of lightning will flare through her hair into it when I hit.
Ooh.
Does, except it's with death and not lightning.
Yep, same thing. Very cool, Plume. Yep. Mm-hmm. We need to get Toby something cool, like a staff or a trident.
Mm-hmm.
Or a book. Or robes.
Good.
Oh no, I have these cool new robes.
Do they, as we're kind of following them, do they appear to be like, do you get the sense that they're gonna try and travel through the night? Or does it look like they're maybe starting to slow down for camp?
Give me a perception check. And then also assuming you guys are trying to stay hidden from them. If you guys are attempting to stay hidden, I would recommend a group stealth check.
Where's Talia?
Asleep. Unconscious.
Uh-huh.
Cannot stealth any harder than sleeping in the wagon. I can do math. 26 on the perception. And I'm guiding myself for stealth.
Okay.
Is it at disadvantage if I'm not actively walking?
I will say, to make up for Talia's absence, I will say you can roll it flat.
Yes. I'm never gonna do that. Natural 20.
Fuck yeah.
Perfect.
Only a 1 on the guidance.
That's good though, because I rolled an 8.
24.
Hell yeah.
Well then, never mind. I don't need to do shit.
The trick is I just sit very still.
Bloom, what did you roll for stealth?
I didn't do it yet. I got distracted by chat. That's 18.
Okay. So, with ease, you guys are able to stay far enough a distance away where they don't notice that they're being followed. And with a 26 perception, you notice that they are starting to slow down. It looks like they're going to set up camp for the night.
They're slowing down. I have binoculars now.
So, does that mean I should speed up or slow down?
I think we also slow down and try and find a spot that we can kind of stay out of sight with the wagon.
Man, we can't make a fire, can we? They're gonna see the smoke.
Yeah, not tonight, unfortunately.
But I wanted a battering ram them.
Look at this poor horse. Chestnut.
Chestnut is very rich.
We would we wouldn't want to hurt Chestnut, would we, Toby?
No, of course not.
So we should not ram into things with Chestnut.
But what if I cast enlarge on
No.
Chestnut?
I
Oh.
feel like it would be very entertaining. However, I thought we were following them to see where they were going to lead us, Toby.
Oh yeah, I got distracted.
At some point, you 100% can ride an enlarged Chestnut into battle, Toby.
Yes.
We gotta teach you how to ride a horse first.
Oh yeah, that's kind of important.
Mm-hmm.
So I will slow down. Just to make that clear. Keeping pace with them. And then as we are sitting around a non-existent campfire, I will prestidigitate over and over again to warm a single cubic foot of non-living material in order to keep everybody warm. I'll start just like warming up everybody's clothes so that it keeps them warm.
Okay. You
Ready,
guys
put your
set up-
hands in the middle. I'm just gonna. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You guys set up camp for the evening, just a safe distance away from the group ahead of you. The snow is still lightly falling around you. The quietness of your environment sort of sinking in as you can hear talking from them, like muffled talking off in the distance. As you
Dang,
all...
I wish Talia was awake.
Is it in the direction that they made camp in, or is it coming from somewhere else? If that makes sense.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Who's
Are
talking?
we? Yeah, the people talking. Are we hearing them in the direction we know their camp is, or are we hearing it from someplace else? Like, are they moving around?
It's from the where their camp is.
Can I cast invisibility?
Before you
And
do, I'm gonna bless you. If you're
Yeah.
going sneaky.
yeah, I think I want to go see if I can overhear what they're saying.
Okay.
I don't want to get close. I just want to get close enough to hear what they're saying. And then, I'll tell like Toby before I leave.
Right, make sure you keep your ping on so that I can talk to you. Okay. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Okay. Bloom, go ahead and give me stealth at advantage.
These dice have been very good luck for me. I'm just gonna keep these two.
Real
Oh,
funny
one
if
of
you
them's a
roll
nat 20.
ones.
Perfect. Okay. So, you creep through the darkened forest, snow-fallen forest around you, the snow lightly crunching underneath your feet. But you begin to drag your feet a little bit as to muffle any sound that may come of it. So, you approach their camp, and you can hear some light conversation between the group of them. The larger humanoid figure with the dark green skin seems to be pretty much quiet this entire conversation. But the head honcho, if you will, seems to be just leaned back up against a log, arms crossed, hood still up with the fire in front of him. And the red tiefling known as Mal and the half-elven man seem to be sitting up, also leaned up against a log around this fire. And the hooded figure speaks. Yeah, we just need to get this shipment up, and then this should be the last of it. But frankly, I wouldn't be too upset about going back and mining anything left for ourselves. And you notice the tieflings speak up. I mean, yeah, we're doing all this work, and I mean, we're getting paid a pretty penny for it, but I don't know. I just feel like we could be getting more out of this. And the hooded figure responds, exactly. We want more out of it so we can go back and get more. I don't know who else knows about the ether, but we could do some powerful stuff with this. Yeah, I mean, we could, but imagine how much we could make selling it, too. Like, we should be charging this guy more. Especially, like, we better hurry up and make it quick if, that group came down. They're probably going to be sending reinforcements, aren't they? I mean, there's a chance that they'll be sending more people, but it'll take a couple days. We're just a half a day's travel out from Harrisville, so we can drop off the shipment and then make haste back. It'll take them a couple days, so... What do you think they're gonna do with all this ether anyways? I mean, It's a lot. I mean, frankly, I don't care for what they're paying. Now, let's get some rest. We got a big day tomorrow. And they all seem to, except for the half-elven man, the rest of them seem to lean back and sort of tuck themselves in for the evening. As the fire continues to roar in front of them.
All right, I'm gonna. First of all, I thought of this before, but I forgot to say it. I'm gonna walk, like, in such a way that, like, I'm not just making, like, a whole ass, like, shoe print.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to, like, maybe walk on my tiptoes, because I have small feet, and maybe they'll think it's, like, a deer or something. I don't know. Bloom's child brain is, like, just little tippy taps. And then I'll use the ring to talk to Toby.
Hey, Toby, can you hear
Huh?
me?
Yep.
Okay, I think it's the guy with the red cloak again.
Okay.
These people were hired. They're getting
Uh-huh.
paid to do this, and they said that they're not being paid a lot. And they don't know what he wants with all this ether, but they said it was a guy, and they said that they're going to Harrisville,
Okay.
and that this is the last shipment, but they want to come back and get the rest of it for themselves, and they might sell it to people.
Okay.
And they're onto us, and they think we're going to send reinforcements, but they know that it's going to take a while. So they're planning on going back and getting the rest of the stuff. And I think, Toby, I think we should sabotage their cart, maybe. Like, maybe if we could keep them from getting back, and we
Well,
can
they're gonna go to
stall.
Harrisville, so it's gonna take them a while before they go back. But, hey, Ashira.
Yes.
Bloom says that they're being paid by a guy, but we don't know who, and they're not getting paid enough, and they're going to Harrisville, and they suspect we're sending reinforcements, and they don't think we're gonna get there in time, and they're also gonna go back to the mine and get more. So Bloom wants to know if we should sabotage their cart.
We're just gonna telephone this whole game.
Question, DM.
Answer.
Have we been, like, basically, like, on a road? Because it's, like, snowy, it's in the mountain area.
Yeah, it's a relatively well-kept path.
Yeah, so but basically it's like, this is the road. Going off would be really stupid.
Yes.
Oh.
We could just, like, turn the sign that says, like, to
We
Harrisville.
have-
and just put it that way.
I'm gonna look at Toby and be like, well, sabotaging their cart might be a little too obvious, but we could sabotage the road.
I love
Trucks
that
out and
idea.
around them. I could knock a tree over.
However, should we also reach out to my brother
Mm-hmm.
and say if he's going to send reinforcements, also send somebody to the mines to set a trap?
Just in case they go back. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll be there way sooner, right? Because they're saying that they'll be able to drop off this shipment and then go back to the mines
Mm-hmm.
before reinforcements come, because they're like half a day's away.
I mean, we could just kill him.
Toby.
What? We can.
Toby
I'll
just
get-
shift
I'll
from child
finally get
into tween.
bones
Deeper
from my
voice.
bag.
Toby, you're growing up.
Duh, that's how it works.
Oh god, now we're gonna have tweens in the cart. I'm prepared for this. I think
I've been
we
a
could.
tween the whole time. I've been 12. Technically, if I was going to get older, I'd be a teenager, but we haven't been together a whole year yet. Duh.
I'm gonna fight this child. Okay, yep. Cool. We'll circle back to that one. But we
'Cause
could buy more
remember-
time.
Oh, yeah, with money? Because I don't have a lot of that. That's why we're doing this, remember? Oh, no, you were unconscious. We're doing this for money.
Yep, I was in fact made aware.
Oh, okay.
I do in fact remember. Toby, why are you so sassy today?
Because I'm cold, and I don't like it.
Noted.
I grew up on a beach, and it was sunny, and it was warm, and this is neither of those things.
I think the cold is delightful.
I can't hear any of this, but I would just like to say the Bloom raised at the base of a volcano.
It's freezing, the poor little bean.
She empathizes with you even though she doesn't know why.
Three very different opinions, but
Sabotage the road, and then maybe we can find a way to sabotage a wheel and make it look natural. If they try and turn back or go around.
Well, they're asleep now. Maybe we could do both.
Hey, Bloom, you want to sabotage the road?
Yeah. Only one of them is awake right now, though. Maybe we can do both.
I think we could, maybe not outright do something to the cart, but mess with it enough that with just enough strain something breaks. Just because I don't want them to think it's too, to get suspicious.
Yeah.
I have a bag full of ball bearings. Will that help?
Wait a
Situationally,
second.
yes, but also a whole bunch of ball bearings appearing would call for being suspicious.
Bloom has an idea, but would like to pose it to the group because it's stupid.
Let's go for
I
it.
don't want to hear it. I already agree. No, go ahead. What's your
So-
idea?
Bloom has destroyed a cart before, like a horse-drawn cart.
Uh-huh.
This is
I like where this is
completely-
going.
This is completely in your wheelhouse. This is what
Not
you
my
want.
first time. I am a
I saw
professional.
the signs and it opened up my eyes. I saw the signs.
So like, I think
Don't rock.
what I'm gonna do,
Mhm.
I'm gonna look at Wither. I'm gonna say, all right, you say you like chaos. I'm gonna throw a rock, and I'm gonna use thaumaturgy.
Would you like some fog to help cover up anything they might see?
I don't know
Snow
if you
fog
guys
is
are
a
close
thing.
got
Cece knows what I mean
I
when I,
don't
say
know.
snow
Are
fog.
you
It's
guys
fucking
close enough to do
ridiculous.
it?
I can cast it 120 feet away from me. So I can say
'Cause-
pretty solid distance away.
I was gonna say, if there's like a torch on that cart like there was on the other cart,
Mhm.
I want to use thaumaturgy to make the flames like brighter,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna take out the 10-pound
Jesus
ether
fucking shit.
before I do so. And I'm gonna prepare myself to yeet in the other direction, back to where we are, so that I don't get caught because I'm scared. But yeah, I would like to throw a rock. Yep.
Okay. So, Bloom, you say you're throwing a rock. Are you throwing the ether?
God no, this is mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold while I cast the thaumaturgy. I'm experimenting with this torch. I'm gonna make the flames brighten while I throw this rock. But I'm gonna
Okay.
pick up like a pebble, like, and just. All right, Wither. How much do you like chaos?
So, you throw the rock and it leaves your hand, and as you cast thaumaturgy, the light on the torch grows brighter and brighter, and you see the flames start to grow with it. Make me a straight dexterity check.
All right, I have my guidance still.
I'll allow it.
No. That is a 9 total with the guidance.
Where are you aiming to throw this rock? Are you aiming it at the torch or at the cart in general?
I'm aiming it at, like, the wheel of the cart, because that's where the rock landed last time,
So
I believe.
you throw this rock, severely miscalculating your throw, and you manage to hit the torch on the cart, knocking it sideways, and it begins to catch on the side of the cart. And it
Okay,
starts, the flames start to lick up the side of it, slowly beginning to burn up the fabric that covers the cart. And the half-elven man that is still awake severely starts to panic and freak out, and waking up the others. Wake up, wake up! Something's happening with the cart! As they all begin to stir awake. And they start to prestidigitate the flames, trying to snuff it out.
Can I cast thaumaturgy again?
What are you trying to do?
I just try to make them bigger while they're trying to stuff them out.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
I'm better at that one. 19.
Oh.
The flames start to glow even brighter as they sort of start to back away from it, as they're shielding their eyes from this bright light, and they immediately start to panic and start looking around at what could be causing this. I need you to roll me another stealth check. And however, because you did cast a spell, your invisibility drops.
Oh, I forgot. Okay.
So just
Oh,
a
for fun.
flat so just a flat dexterity check. Or not stealth.
Okay. Just ether back in the bag. I'm not glowing. That is a 16.
So, okay.
By the way, like I just went far enough to be like able to hear them though. Like I'm still in the trees. So hopefully the cover helps. Because I'm behind
Okay.
something.
So, as your invisibility drops and you are sort of trying to position yourself behind the trees, you hear a twig snap underneath your foot. And immediately one of them, their head snaps in your direction as they begin to creep towards where you are currently hiding.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy to create a sound of a twig snapping in the other direction. Can I do that?
I'll allow that.
Okay.
As they're kind of in this panic state, looking back and forth, you notice two of them begin to head towards where the twig snapped from the thaumaturgy, and then one of them is still headed in your general direction.
Can I recast invisibility?
Yeah, I'll allow it if you have the spell slots for it.
Yeah. Yep. I don't think I have to roll for that one. It's just like it happens. Okay. Yeah, so I cast invisibility again. I don't know if it helps that I have the ether or not.
So
I don't know what it would do to it, but
you cast the invisibility, instantly you whoosh, vanish. As this individual creeps closer, their head on a swivel looking around. You see them place a hand on...
Sorry, do we see any of this?
I think we
You
sit
guys
back
are
at camp. Yeah.
are back at camp.
y'all probably see hella fire though.
You do see some bright lights emanating off in the distance. Some very bright light.
Well, it's just like with the other wagon.
Yep.
She's effective.
Do we have marshmallows?
What?
The squishy, sweet things.
No clue what you're talking about.
Oh, alright. They'd probably be soggy if you had them when you were growing up. Oh, I got apple fritters. I could probably toast those. Do you want an apple fritter?
No.
Just pull out like a bag full of them. Just start munching on one.
So, Bloom, you see a hand press up against the tree that you're hiding behind as he sort of presses forward, looking around back and forth. And it is dead silent. The only thing you can hear is the slight crackling of the fire burning up the cart behind you. Or not, just off in front of you.
I'm holding my breath. Literally, just because I don't even want, like, because it's cold out, I don't even want, like, my breath showing. Like,
So, you holding your breath as this individual scours around looking for the source of the noise, seeing a broken twig on the ground, but no clean footsteps. Slowly pulls away and begins to walk back and continues to put out the flames on the cart. What are you doing?
I use the ring because it's not a spell to tell Toby.
Well, I threw a rock. The cart's on fire, but I think they're gonna put the fire out.
Oh, well, should we just kill them then?
I don't hear any of this.
Maybe.
But then Ashira said we're not gonna learn who they're working for if we kill them, so maybe not.
We could still sabotage the road though, and you know what? They're all gonna be very tired.
Oh, you think they didn't get enough sleep?
I think they're gonna be scared that someone's messing with their cart for the rest of the night.
Okay. Ashira,
Mm-hmm.
Bloom says we're good to go with the Operation Sabotage the Road plan.
Perfect. Okay. Well,
And if it doesn't work,
I-
then we can kill them.
I might just leave my armor here, and I'm gonna take a wider berth around their camp to get further down the road. And I'll go creatively fell a tree.
These goddamn kids and their ideas.
Guess we'll find out.
Letting off some steam.
What? No.
Do I see them completely put the fire out? And did the horse panic at all? I was kind of expecting the horse to like freak the fuck out.
The horse
and,
is
like,
tied to a separate tree at the moment.
fuckers. I was really I thought I had something there. Poo. Because I was like, fire, the horse, take off, ass over apple cart, everything's destroyed, everything's on fire. But yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay. So, Ashira's going to knock down a tree or something. And you set their cart on fire, which I assume got rid of the covering, which means they can't be as protected, so they're going to be cold and uncomfy. And they're going to be sitting on wet seats, so their butts are going to be wet and cold. Do
How is the horse from me?
The horse is about 60 or so feet.
I didn't prepare polymorph today.
Oh, that's so funny. Just like pretend to be the horse and just take them somewhere else.
Uh-huh. I'm afraid it's not going to work again. Or that's going to last too long again.
I don't think it was your fault that it lasted too long, Toby.
Well, I'm still sorry.
It's okay. It wasn't you, Toby.
Do we want to go to sleep?
Maybe we should. Maybe I should come back.
Oh yeah, you should definitely come back, just in case they see you when you go invisible.
Yeah, and I had to go invisible again, so I should probably go to sleep so that I'm all fresh in the morning.
Okay, yeah, come back, and then we will regroup and re-strategize.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way back while they're focused on putting the fire out.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
You
Go roll
tread
for
your
that.
way back through the snow back to camp, meeting back up with Toby and Ashira.
And it's freezing. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And it's burning. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And there's a tree down.
If I could leave these kids behind. I'll be taking off my armor so that I can be stealthy to go on a lovely nighttime hike. So,
Sounds good.
I don't like it. My AC drops significantly.
Oh, no.
But you can guidance yourself.
I
will-
sure can.
Well, but actually, before you leave,
Bring my shield.
I don't know. It's kind of stupid, but like, I can give you armor of Agathis.
Oh, in case something hits me.
Yeah.
Can you give that to somebody else?
Oh no, it's self. No, you're right. It's not touch. It's just straight up the you. Balls.
Yeah.
I'm
This'll
sorry.
This'll be fine. I'm still 15 with the shield. Sorry, my chair's really loud.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I got one slot left. I'll cast invisibility on her. And I mean,
I'm just gonna say save it.
oh yeah, it's gonna go away as soon as you cast a
Hit
spell
something,
to
yep,
bring
or
the
cast
tree
a spell,
down.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say
I
keep
have
it.
no utility spells, so I am of no use to you.
You're good.
All right.
I should probably fix that.
Ashira, what you doing?
Crying, screaming, throwing up.
You're doing great, sweetie.
I'm going to, like I said, take a longer, a little bit of a wider berth through the trees, and I want to get further down the road, and I want to find, like, I'm looking for maybe a few trees that look like they are partially rotted or would naturally, like, a very healthy tree would have no reason to fall over right now, but ones that are maybe partially rotted or their base looks a little unsteady, I guess.
Go ahead and roll me a nature check.
I'm proficient in nature. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, you're able to find a couple of trees that seem to be in a weaker state due to the cold, with a mix of rotting and the frost and pure age.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to then cast Silence.
Okay. If a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around, and silence has been cast, does it still make a sound?
Oh, this is so stupid. I want to kind of find a decent spot to wedge my trident head in, and I'm gonna try and like leverage it to crack the wood so it looks again like the wood kind of maybe more naturally split versus being hacked.
Okay, I'm gonna need a couple of
Yeah,
strength rolls here.
Sure. For sure. How many would you like?
Let's start. Well, let's just go one at a time.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's any other way I can do this without it being so fucking loud.
You know, Bloom, I probably should have went with her, because I could just, like, shrink a tree and then turn it on its side and regrow it, or I could cast magic missile and like shoot it down, or I could probably
This is
cast
fun.
a whole bunch of different spells and just break a tree.
Okay. First
Sure, she's got it.
one. Just a straight
fine.
strength check.
Yeah.
17 for the first one.
17, you manage to get the base to crack. You begin to hear some cracking. It's not completely fallen over, but it's beginning to crack at the base.
I keep going. This
Another
is-
strength check.
This is the way. 16.
This is the way.
It begins to crack even more, but with how big of a tree this is.
Stop. Can I, on this next one, can I channel some of my lightning and sacrifice a couple hit die to pump? I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but just...
I'll allow it, yeah.
I want to make sure the tree goes down. Okay, so I will, yeah, just kind of focus and concentrate and unleash some of that natural lighting that's always around me into my thing. It's another 17, but I'm also giving extra lightning damage. If that
Go
does
ahead and
anything.
do me a favor and roll damage.
Okay. I know how my things work. Please hold. Okay. Here this one.
Should we play the hold music again?
Nope. Well, it's not that much damage. I am going to spend 2 of my hit die. Eight plus 4 is 12. Plus 3 is 15. Plus 4 is 19.
So once more, you shove your trident into the gap that is slowly being formed in the base of the tree. And as you begin to channel the lightning, it sort of starts as static around you, expands a little bit, and then goes through your staff into the tree, sort of singeing it at the base.
Mhm.
But with that final push, you are able to knock a tree down across the path.
Hell yeah. Beautiful. I look at my work, and then I will take just like a couple of like random branches that have now fallen off from it crashing, and I'll kind of just loosely brush the snow and walk backwards to cover my tracks.
Okay.
Ha, I don't need to throw a rock at a cart. Just use the trident.
You begin to make your way back to the camp,
Yeah.
covering your tracks behind you or in front of you, however you see fit.
Just like carry it behind me and just waddle a little bit. So just brushes. It's the goose walk.
Waddle like a duck.
Yep. And I'll slowly make my way back to camp.
All right. With ease, you're able to regroup with the others back at your camp. What's the plan?
Well, Toby has been drawing, sketching in his little book, what looks to be sort of a cup shape. But he's gonna put it away as soon as Ashira comes back. How'd it go?
Suspicious. It went actually really well. I just kind of stabbed a tree and just popped it right off its base.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Hey, thanks. No one heard a thing. I made sure to make it very quiet where I was.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything, gonna be honest.
Perfect. That's what I was hoping. Who knows when the tree fell?
Well, you do, but do you think that putting a tree in the way is gonna just slow them down,
Or do you think it's going to stop them from going to Harry's town? Harrisville. Henrysburg.
I was kind of hoping that I could
Definitely
sabotage their cart, and then they would have to fix their cart, and then they would come across the tree.
So we're just slowing them down, right?
Correct. I think we're hoping, because we can cast sending again. I think
Yeah,
we're hoping
yeah,
that
yeah.
we buy enough time for everyone to catch up to us, because they should already be on the move a lot sooner than they, and I'll point towards like the other's cart, thought that they would be, because they think we're going all the way back down to talk to them.
Yeah.
But they're coming up here, so
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. So
we just keep slowing them down.
let's send Quentin another message and say, torch their cart, toppled a tree, slowing them
Harrisburg is
down.
where they'll be.
Oh, that's really
Sorry.
good. I like that better. No, you're good. Yeah, can you say it just like that, Ashira?
Could I? Yes. Will I? No.
Oh,
But it was very adorable, Bloom.
I think he would like that.
I think so too.
All right, as you guys begin to settle in for the evening. What you doing?
Sending.
All right. What am I sending them in the message? We've slowed them
Torched
down.
the cart, toppled the trees. Harrisville is where they'll be. It's 11.
I will take that into consideration.
Also, defend mines. That's only 3. And
They will return.
do you
Uh-huh.
have a blacksmith? Is blacksmith one word or 2? I think it's one word.
One?
Yeah.
Just marking my spell off. Okay. I hate casting something.
I love it. It's so much fun.
Hey! We've slowed them down. Cart on fire. Tree in path. We're heading toward Harrisburg. Might go back 2 mines.
You're at 20 so far.
I'm bad at this.
Protect mines and come here. Look at that. It's good size.
Okay. No, I gotta do it. Please don't get yourselves into too much trouble. I appreciate you slowing them down. We will send reinforcements right away. Do you need us? Harrisburg?
They would
Harrisville!
ask-
Harrisville!
They would ask a question. wouldn't they? So now I have to send back again. Okay, I was 100% listening to your brother's message. They're
Yes.
proud of what we did. We're doing great. They don't want us to do too much trouble because we might get hurt. Yes, protect mines, but also do we want them to come here? Which is kind of what I told them to do, but apparently it wasn't specific enough.
Just tell them we need both.
Okay, sending again. Yes. Help us stop them before Harrisburg, preferably.
Harrisville.
Sure. You've fucking. This is Dom's fault for saying it right. Because my brain will never have it right ever again.
It's absolutely Harry's town.
But also, protect the mines. Do both, please. We will safely slow them down more. Get here soon. 25. Swear to God, Cece.
What?
Don't ask me another question at the end.
You pooping?
No.
Thank you for clarification. We will send reinforcements to both spots. Again, don't put yourselves in danger. We will see you in Harrisville. Thank you.
I specifically said twice we were trying to stop them before we get there.
No.
Okay. I don't know. They're gonna head this way. Who knows? Because apparently they just think they need to go straight there. But you know.
He said he will do both. He will.
I know he said he'll do both, but now I'm just salty.
'Cause you're from the ocean.
So true. That's the only reason. Perfect. They're gonna do both. We're just gonna keep slowing them down till we have reinforcements.
All right. As you guys begin to settle in for the evening, who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
Do we see the glow of the fire die down?
You do, yes. You see what was the once glowing, burning fire of their cart has slowly diminished. And now you see the basic campfire lighting off in the distance.
Oh, damn.
Sorry, my plan failed. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm tired. That was a lot of invisibility. I cast it 3 times today.
That's really impressive, though, Bloom. You're getting really good at magic.
Thank you.
Make sure, like, Bloom's extra tucked in. I'll take, like, one of my extra blankets and make sure, like, they're wrapped up. Nice and warm.
I'll need it.
Make sure Talia's tucked in.
All right, as you settle in, Toby, for the first watch, go ahead and roll me perception.
19 plus 5. 24.
As you settle in for your watch, the light snowfall coming down around you. It's nice to have this quiet. It's nice to sort of have a moment of peace to yourself in this sort of serene yet absolutely freezing environment. And with it, you hear the soft crunching of snow. Coming from just north of you.
I'm going to, while listening, start casting a spell that's going to take me 10 minutes.
Okay.
Direction, just like out of character, what direction was the person that walked past our cart when we were on our way to the mines? Like, were they going north or south?
I'm sorry, come again?
When we were at the
Um,
mines themselves, there was
Oh,
somebody
oh,
walking
oh,
At
oh.
by
night,
that
someone walked past our cart
Talia
on our
saw,
way.
heard
Yeah.
that. We didn't.
So this is like out of character, but out of curiosity, like, were they going north or south?
They were
Or
going
neither.
south.
Okay.
The spell I'm casting is Detect Magic. Because I know that we just sent an invisible person to them. I don't know if I'll have 10 minutes to cast it.
Okay. As you sort of focus in and continue to hear the snow crunching underneath what you can only assume to be our feet. 2 minutes pass. 4 minutes pass. 6 minutes. And then it's dead silence. And you pick up the detection of a magic item within 30 feet of you.
Uh-huh. And do I know what school of magic it is?
Enchantment.
Facing the direction that it's coming in. I assume it's to the north.
Mhm.
Do I see footprints in the snow?
You do. But you don't see a person.
I hear you. You have 3 seconds to show yourself, or I will blow you to smithereens.
Roll me
3.
intimidation.
That's a flat 10. 3. 2. Magic missile.
And where are you aiming at?
The footprints. I'm shooting their feet with a magic missile.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, you can just like aim for where the magic is, right? That you detected, maybe? I don't know.
If I miss, it's going to shoot snow up at them, and I'll be able to see them.
Ooh.
But that's 2 4s and a 3. For a total of 11, 12, 13, 14.
You hear a small grunt as this individual is forced backwards, and you can see the footprints in the snow drag backwards slightly as you see a handprint sort of slightly form
I'm going
as if they're
to
going to catch themselves.
immediately just wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Just start smacking feet, but like keeping my eyes on where the prints are. And I'm gonna start pulling out my net.
You see the footprints turn and start to run.
Catapult.
Counterspell.
Counterspell. Oh, I can't see them, can I?
No.
But if they're
then that
invisible
means
and
I
casting
can't.
magic, is the invisibility gonna drop?
Well, it wasn't invisibility because it was enchantment, right? Invisibility is an illusion.
Could be transmutation. I don't even remember.
My spell says it's illusion.
They counterspelled?
Either way, they counterspelled. Their invisibility does drop as they turn to run back to where they came from. And
we
You can
see-
see him
this
now.
is you only catch a basic humanoid figure in the shadows as they are running. And this is going to be a
Sorry. They cast
good
a
time
spell
to
so I
call
could see
break.
them, right? Ah, fuck.
break?
I was gonna
Okay.
counterspell their counterspell. No. Can I do it when we get
I'm
back?
gonna call break here, so we will be back in about 10 minutes or so.
Dang it.
Make sure to stick around and we will see you guys later. And we're back, picking up where we last left off. A individual interrupting Toby's watch has just been spotted. Just due to the darkness of the night and the lack of fire, you can only see a basic humanoid figure as they begin to turn and run.
Can I counterspell the counterspell now that they're visible?
Also, we just gotta hydrate.
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you, Neon. Go ahead and roll me a counterspell check.
Wow. Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. That is crud. I don't know what I would roll for that.
So
Because
you'd
It's a
roll
spellcasting
a
check.
10 plus the spell's
d20
level.
plus.
So I don't know what the spell's level is. I guess I'm just gonna tell you. Well, it's just a flat d20, or
D20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
right? Okay. Okay. So that's 16.
You will successfully counterspell the counterspell.
Oh wait,
Ooh.
wait, no. It's I apologize. It's 13. Math.
Then
I'm not
you
good
will
at
not
it.
counterspell the counterspell.
My bad. Sorry, guys. I'm not good at math. I'm just gay.
It's okay. So, Toby, your catapult fails as they continue to turn and run.
I was still half asleep.
If they're running, I'm gonna fling a guiding bolt at them.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Second level. This is fine. This is great. This is totally okay. 22 to hit.
That'll hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
Golly.
Jesus Christ.
And then at this point, I will say we will need to roll initiative.
I was gonna ask.
Why'd you roll so many for initiative? What's happening? Am I missing
No,
something?
I'm hitting him with a guiding bolt.
Oh, right.
25 points of radiant damage.
This poor
Alrighty.
man walking down the street. Let's not kill the people working for the
Hey,
bad guys.
I can
But this dude walking
stabilize them. If you sneak up on someone when they're sleeping, it's fair game.
It's not unethical if there's only one person to fight.
No! They were being sketchy.
That's true.
Like, oh no, it's okay. You can stand there and watch me sleep. No. Guiding bolts. Shit, initiative. Okay.
And our producer has stepped away, so you launch this guiding bolt at them, and it essentially knocks them flat as you see them sort of faceplant into the snow, scurry, and begin to start to run. 25 to 20.
23.
Uh, 20 to 15.
18.
15 to 10.
That's me. Now 12.
All right. So someone else will start us off.
I'm sorry, what?
Also, the one I hit next attack has advantage on it.
Has advantage.
Which I'm hoping is me, so I can guiding bolt at 4th level. Just nuke the bastard.
Okay. So you see a second figure begin to appear, emerging from the shadows. Toby, you do not see this, however. And it is going to unleash an attack. You see this radiant bolt start to head towards you, Toby.
And I don't see this.
You only see the light headed towards you, which is going to be a 21 to hit.
Crap baskets. Shield.
Which brings your AC to...
Is 22.
Okay. And you see two more of these rays begin to form. One is headed towards... Another one is headed towards you, Toby, and another one is headed towards Ashira.
Guess
help
he doesn't
if I
have her
rolled.
armor on.
23 to hit you, Toby.
Damn it.
And that's a natural 20 against you, Ashira.
I like it. Hit me.
Okay. I apologize in advance.
Do y'all have your ether with you?
Guys, I burned so many spells on sending.
Toby, that is 28 points of radiant damage against you.
Jesus.
Oh, shit. That's half my health. It's more than
And that's
half my health.
54 points of radiant damage against you, Ashira.
Okay. Uh-huh. We're still
Which
a
will then-
double digits. We're fine.
Which will
Cool.
bring us to Toby with Ashira on deck.
Are they near each other?
There's
They
a
are
map.
within 10 feet of each other.
Cool. Whipping my hands around, having light blue magic swirling around me. Similarly, magic will start spinning around them, and a 20-foot radius sphere of whirling air springs into existence centered around them as I cast Storm Sphere.
Hell yeah.
Each creature in the sphere, when it appears, or that ends its turn there, must succeed on a strength saving throw, or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. The sphere's space is difficult terrain. Until the spell ends, I can use a bonus action on each of my turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the sphere towards one creature I choose within 60 feet of the center. I have advantage on the attack roll if the target is in the sphere.
Okay.
And all creatures within 30 feet of the sphere have disadvantage on perception checks made to listen. So, for the two of them, please make a strength saving throw.
One of them rolled a natural 1. The one closest to you, and then the one further from you rolled... You said strength saving throw?
Yep.
Rolled a 19.
So, clearly the first one fails, the second one succeeds. The first one takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage. The second
The
one
first one... Sorry, go ahead.
The second one takes half that.
So the first one that gets engulfed in this sphere, you see them fall to the ground unconscious.
Was that the one with the glowing effect?
No. That was not the one that made the glowing attacks on you guys.
No, it was the one that was glowing from Shear's attack.
Yes.
Okay. So bonus action, lightning bolt at the other guy. And because
Okay, go ahead and
he
roll
is
your attack.
in the space, I get advantage. That is 17 plus 8. What is that, 25?
25?
Does that hit?
Yes.
So that is 14 points of lightning damage.
Lightning bolt streaks out and strikes him. Toby, is there anything else for your turn?
I would like to move in a flanking trajectory. So if I'm here and they're here, I would like to move around.
Okay. We do have a map for this.
Yep, the map's up.
Sorry, Joe. Please hold while we pull up the map. Above VTT. Please hold.
Okay.
Well, this will be my turn.
Okay. Which will bring us to Ashira.
Would the smart choice be to heal? Yes. Are we going to do the smart choice? No. I'm going to throw both hands up to the sky. And I'm going to start calling a storm cloud overhead. And I'm going to call lightning and pull a lightning bolt down.
All right. Let me refresh.
Got it.
Good.
Okay.
I want to pull a lightning bolt down, but I'm going to aim for the two in the back.
Okay.
I'm going to Destructive Wrath this, so I'm just going to max the damage. And I need a dexterity save from both of them. DC 16. For half.
First one rolled fails with a 5. And the second one succeeds with a 16.
Okay.
The big guy succeeds.
Okay, the failure is going to take 40 points of lightning, and the one that succeeded will take 20. I'm angry. And sparks will start to kind of coalesce and vibe out around me. And then it's
That
bonus.
first guy is looking rough.
Good. Is it bonus action to take a potion ourselves? Action to feed it to someone else?
Correct.
I would like to take one of my healing potions, please.
Go for it.
I have a single one on me. Cool. And then that's my turn. I'm gonna move closer. I lied, that's not my turn.
All right. And that'll bring us to Bloom.
All right. So the one that's closest to us, the spellcaster, I'm gonna take out my staff. And I'm gonna be like thinking to myself, we need to get rid of this person sooner rather than later because they seem kind of powerful. So I am gonna cast Ray of Sickness at 3rd level. So that's gonna be 4d8 of damage instead. So please work. All right. Maybe I won't. That is 11.
11 will miss.
Yeah.
Is that the one that I had hit with the guiding bolt, though?
Because, oh, yes, that should be at advantage. Oh, wait, no, because Toby hit it with a lightning bolt.
No, I
Never
didn't.
mind.
I hit the other guy with the lightning bolt, not the one you hit
Oh,
with
okay.
guiding bolt.
Fuck yeah.
The one with guiding bolt is already down.
Yeah,
Never mind.
that.
Wait. So
So,
So
11
no
will
advantage.
miss.
damn.
Sorry, Betty.
It's okay. If that's the case, then I don't have any bonus actions prepared. Oops. I also don't have many. Because concentration stuff. All right. Actually, what do I got? This is gonna be stupid, but like... Actually, no, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna hold on to things. Well, okay. Would I have gotten a short rest during the time that we were asleep? I know I probably didn't get a
I'd say
long rest.
you would have
but-
gotten a short rest, but yes.
Okay. I'm gonna... Do you mind if I use my arcane recovery to...
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get like my my 3rd level, no, one of my 2nd level spell slots back. And that'll be my turn, with the exception of me moving a little farther away from Ashira because she's sparking.
Fair enough. She'll bring us to one of these back two guys. He is going to use his action to dash, and you notice him begin to turn and run. And then the big guy.
I will point out that it is difficult terrain in the sphere, but if... Oh, it's the other guy who's running. Never mind.
Mhm.
The back ones. The ones I just nuked with lightning.
Yep.
The other guy
It's fine.
is going to start making its way over towards you guys. So bring us back to the top of the initiative, where the guy within the storm sphere is going to attempt to move. 5, 10, 15. Let me pull something up really quick. And he is going to make 3 attacks, 1 at each of you, as he begins to summon this radiant ray again. First one is going to be at Bloom, which is going to be a 26 to hit.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay,
Okay.
remember how we weren't gonna fight these guys?
Second one at Toby is going to be another 26 to hit. And that's a 26 to hit Ashira.
Yeah.
I,
Uh-huh.
Godspeed and good luck.
I just
children.
rolled 3 17s in a row, which
Can
is
I touch
whack.
your dice next time I'm at your place?
no.
Mm-hmm. No, it's fine. It's cool.
You guys got this.
No.
Bloom,
used
that
my
is
hellish-
20,
I used my
29
hellish
points of
rebuke
radiant.
At the
Nice.
mines, right? I used them on the bugs. The hellish.
You
I
did,
use-
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making sure. That was how much damage? 29.
29.
9. Toby, that is 16 points of radiant damage.
Oh, that's cutting it real close, guys.
And Ashira, 28 points of
I
radiant
drop. I'm
damage.
down. And the storm overhead dissipates as I collapse.
Which will bring us to Toby.
At the end of his turn, he needs to make another strength saving throw.
That is a natural 18.
He takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage. As he is buffeted by the winds of the storm.
Okay. Toby, that'll bring us
but-
to your turn.
My turn is going to be bonus action. I'm gonna shoot another bolt of lightning at him.
Okay.
Since he is still within the bounds of the sphere, it is at advantage. 16 plus 8.
That'll hit.
Um, much better. 16 points of lightning damage.
All right.
And then they're so far away from each other. I'm going to move around Ashira. And use my action to cast Rhymes Binding Ice at 3rd level at the big guy.
Okay.
Smart.
Make a Constitution saving throw, please. As I blast a cone of cold out in front of me. 30 feet.
That is a 14.
That fails. So he takes 4d8 frost damage and is hindered by ice for 1 minute, which means that his speed is reduced to 0.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
Hell yeah.
damage.
I gotta find my d8s. Hang on. That one.
Oh man. 7, that's 14. 5 and 4 is 9 for a total of 23. Cold damage. And he is frozen solid.
You shoot out this ice at his feet as he begins to freeze in place, and this cold damage begins to sink in, and he's starting to look rough.
That's my turn.
All right, that Ashira, if I could have you roll me a death saving throw, and please DM it to me.
Oh man. We're okay.
Which will bring us to Bloom.
Okay. So I'm trying to see how close. Are they within 10 feet of each other, or is that like 15 or wait, oh no, that's the dead one. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, that's a 10-foot. Okay. I'm looking to see which one. Okay. But they are within 30 feet, maybe? It looks like they might barely be within 30 feet of each other.
They're
think
barely
30
within
feet.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I just gotta try again. I'm gonna try Ray of Sickness again. I'm gonna try it at 3rd level. Because that was unfortunately just a very crazy low roll before. So I'm gonna cast a 3rd level Ray of Sickness at the dude in the ice. The rough terrain.
The big guy?
Yeah, no,
Or
the caster.
Okay.
The caster that's doing like fucking 70 damage a turn.
Mhm.
Fucking bitch. That was awful. I don't know if it means anything if I'm like holding the ether while I do it, but that's like a 13.
A 13 will not hit.
I used up all my good rolls very early on. Well.
Anything else for your turn, Bloom?
I'm trying to see if I have any. Okay, I do have a healing potion. Can I try to? Man, that would take my action though to give it to someone, huh?
It would, yes.
Balls. Fuck. I guess I'm just doing nothing again. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. You're so fine.
That die is going away as well. We're just gonna keep taking out new sets. It's fine.
Get it until it works.
Yep.
All right, this guy down in the corner is going to continue to run until you see him disappear from view. And then Toby with Rhymes Binding Ice. How
Yep.
does...
He can waste an action to break it. Otherwise, his movement speed is 0.
It takes his whole action to break it, or does he have to
Yeah.
roll for it?
No, it would take his whole action.
Oh, that's what he's going to do with his action. As he takes a deep breath in and begins to twist and bend and break and try and pry himself from the ice.
No, that's cool. That's fine.
And he is just going to move closer to you, Toby. Assuming it's just his action, not his whole turn.
Right.
Okay. Which will bring us to the guy in the storm sphere. He's going to use his movement to move out of the sphere. And he is going to hold his action. Which will bring us to Toby.
How far away is he from that? 10, 20, 30. Cool. He's still within range. Bonus action, the storm sphere is going to shoot lightning at him again. Not at advantage this time.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Hell yeah. Oh. Dropped one. Rerolled. Not as great. 14 lightning damage.
Okay.
Just
Lightning
okay.
bolt strikes out, striking him.
Okay. Okay. And with a whole lot of attitude, I'm gonna turn my attention towards the big guy. And I'm going to, with an explosion of sound, cast Thunderwave. Please make a Constitution saving throw as I turn all of my attention on a 15-foot cube in front of me. And blast him.
Does the ether affect that? I kind of want to know.
Well, he
has the
rolled a
ether
natural
affected
1.
any of it?
Oh, shit. Go ahead and roll an extra 2d8 for the storm sphere.
9.
And then I rolled a natural 4 on the con save.
So that's a fail. So he gets launched back 10 feet and takes 11 points of thunder damage.
And you can... How many damage die are you rolling?
2d8.
So go ahead and roll another d8.
Wait, hold on. 3d8, sorry.
So go
Yeah,
ahead
so-
and roll an extra d8. And then give me
So
the
it's-
total.
What did I just say? 11? 15 total.
He is looking really rough here.
And I'm just gonna real angry face. Stay back.
All right. Ashira, gonna need another death saving throw.
Oh, you
Hey.
got it, dude.
I'm gonna remind you, you got one of these, buddy.
Because, just a reminder that I did give you all a natural 20 card to use.
I'll make note of that.
I'm so stressed.
Why?
Everything's fine. Everything's
Why
fine.
stress? Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Kobe, with your passive perception, you notice Ashira's body still in the snow.
Huh?
Not moving. Not breathing. And it'll bring us to Bloom's turn.
You said he's looking really rough?
The big guy, yeah.
Is he looking like bloodied or like barely holding on? Can I tell?
Go ahead and give me a quick insight.
I hate everything right now. It's a 9.
He's looking rough. He looks like he's about to be on death's door.
Okay. So if I use Wither and Bloom. Oh no, Ashira's like. I think Ashira's just out of range for 10 feet, huh?
Yeah,
you can
she's
move
like
first.
No, it's
the range of the spell.
the range of the spell has to be like the person that's being healed and like the dude that's withering
Oh.
have to be like within 10 feet of each other.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
15 feet apart.
Okay. He ain't humanoid, is he? He's just a big human-ish looking.
He is not a humanoid.
He's kind of human shaped a little if you're like really big. But no.
Kind of looks
Just
humanoid, but he's
Yeah,
not
I'm
considered a
stretching.
humanoid.
Damn. Okay. I'm too stubborn. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm gonna try another ray of sickness. And this time I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna get a natural 20. And I'm gonna use the big chonky ether too, just to make it extra. I'm gonna make a crater full of vomit that like he's gonna be so sick. He's gonna be so ill. We're going bubonic. It's gonna work. 19?
19 will hit.
Okay.
And how
Okay.
many damage die are you rolling?
4d8.
You can add an extra 2d8 to this.
I am useful. Hear me roar. I need to get 2 more. I wasn't I didn't plan far enough ahead to actually hit the guy. Okay. Bubonic plague. Okay, so that's not great. 14 damage to the guy.
Bloom, how do you want to do this?
Oh, thank God. Honestly, I just want him like crying, shitting, puking. I want all of it. I want him so sick. I listen. I did this 3 times and missed the first 2. So Bloom is pissed. Like, yeah. Yeah, this is happening.
So as you dispel this or cast this ray of sickness on this giant troll, you notice him begin to swell a little bit as he sort of lurches over. And I'm not going to go too in detail with this, but for sake of it, screaming, crying, throwing up, shitting his pants as he just topples over in front of Toby.
And I'm gonna heal my damn self. So I used a necromancy spell to kill him, so I get 6 HP back. Yes.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, as I'm starting to run in the direction of the other caster, I'm gonna shout to Toby, like, get Ashira to safety! Help Ashira! I'm gonna move 30 feet towards motherfucker. But I'm gonna go around the rough terrain.
Okay. So, bringing us back to the top of initiative. The hooded figure, seeing 2 of his allies already fallen and not wanting to risk anything further. You can sort of hear him swearing and cursing beneath his under his breath. That's the phrase I'm looking for. As he begins to turn and run. Which will bring us to Toby's turn.
Sorry, I'm counting. Hang on. $10, $20, $30, $40. He's still within range. Toby's gonna reach down and take Ashira's trident. And when he turns around, there's gonna be tears streaming down his face. And he's gonna let out a primal scream as another bolt of lightning shoots off at this guy.
Okay.
17 plus 8.
That'll hit. And the damage from the storm sphere is 4d8 plus, right?
It's 4d6.
4d6. You can add an
Lightning damage.
extra 2d6.
I'll have 2 outs, so it's 1, 2. $23 lightning damage.
Ouch.
And moving 10, 20, 30 feet towards him,
around the dead giant. I'm going to lift up my hand as in front of him a giant wall of water will appear as I cast Tidal Wave with my action.
Okay.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
That is a total of 15.
On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't knocked prone. But let me see something real quick. Does this change the thing in my spells? It does not. So the DC is technically 16 because of the Wand of the War Mage.
Okay.
So he fails. Which means he takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
Go ahead and add an extra 2d8.
Where's my other d8? I'll just reroll. Balls. +2. 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
He's looking really rough.
And he's prone. But that is my bonus action, movement, and action in that order.
And that'll bring us to Bloom.
So I know I didn't like see with my passive perception Ashira going down. Like
You saw her go
not-
down, but you
well,
don't know her status.
Yeah. Would I, because of Toby screaming, would I know? Like,
Gimme-
would I be able to look over and...
I would say just by Toby's primal scream alone, you'd be able to infer.
Toby's also holding her weapon.
So do I have to, like, roll anything by chance, or...
No.
No? Alright. So when she looks over, does she see that, like, there's absolutely zero hope completely? Or is it like, can she be, like, does she look like she could be healed? Like, I guess I'm trying to figure out what Bloom would be able to, like, is Shira down and looking rough? Or is she, like, looking like dead?
She is not conscious, not breathing.
Okay. Alright. Bloom's gonna reach into the bag of holding and bring out the orb of unraveling. And she's gonna use it.
Okay. You pull out the orb of unraveling, hold it in your hands, and embrace this chaotic magic that you've been struggling with as you cast Time Stop.
And if I'm not mistaken, I have to roll to
I
determine
need you
how
to roll
many
me.
rounds I have. Also, if I have the ether, what happens?
Well, just looking at the spell,
Hmm.
you briefly stop the flow of time for everyone but yourself. No time passes for other creatures while you take 1d4 plus 1 turns in a row, during which you can use actions and move as normal.
Okay. Um, that's a 4.
Okay. So you get 5 turns in a row to do whatever you please.
Bloom's more pissed than she's ever been in her life. And for a moment, she is brought back to a basement a year ago where she lost her parents because they were protecting her after she did something really stupid. And she's just gonna say, never again. And she's gonna pop the orb, use it, and then we're gonna get to work. Before I take my movement, I'm just gonna cast at the caster. At, let's see, first level, I'm gonna do another Ray of Sickness. That one is only gonna be 2d8, but with the ether, I don't know what that would be.
That'd be 3d8 total.
Okay. I'm gonna get out the d20 that actually worked for me. Well, I'm gonna roll first to see if I actually hit. That's a 24.
That'll hit.
Okay. Nine damage.
Still standing but looking rough.
Okay. Then I'm gonna take my 30 feet of movement, which will end me up right here, I believe, if I counted that right. And then he's still within 120 feet. So
Yeah.
for my second turn, I'm gonna cast Touch of the Void, which would be 2d8. Wait,
So make it
3d8, sorry.
4d8.
Actually, no, that the app did the mathing for me, so I it would be 3, I guess, because I didn't realize it was doing the mathing for me. I believe. Okay, yeah, Touch of the Void is, yeah. Okay. That's a natural 18 plus 7, so
That'll hit.
yeah. So another 3d8 to the boy. Oh shit. Okay, 16.
He is on death's door.
Okay. And then 5, 10, 15. I am gonna see if this works. I'm gonna grab a healing potion and just dump it down Ashira's throat. Is it? I don't know if she did or not. I'm sorry. I must try.
You attempt to pour the healing potion down Ashira's throat, but unfortunately it does not seem to have any effect.
Oh no. Alrighty. Bloom is like weeping. She is like hyperventilating and crying, and she's gonna just take the rest of that like turn to just like hold Ashira. And I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry I failed you. I'm gonna take out Wither from behind me. Will you stay with her? I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave Wither with Ashira, and then I'm gonna move another 30 feet. To here. And I will do another touch of the void.
Okay.
$16.
16 just hits.
$14.
Bloom, how do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna take Borlgon. And a thick, dark mist is going to come out of Borlgon and surround him, like kind of like a swarm. And I'm gonna walk up, and as the like swarm is like basically like the void is rotating around him and like consuming him, I'm gonna walk like up to him, and I'm gonna watch close up, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna make this right, and you're gonna help me. And the darkness is going to suck the light directly out of him, and the staff is going to absorb it.
As this...
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna DM you really quickly. I can't think of the word. Why can't I think of the word? Ah. Um.
So, as this black void consumes him and you see the light leave his eyes, he just stares up at you and his hand reaches out. As you can see, it begins to wither away as he goes to reach for your face and then falls. And that will bring us out of combat.
Is the time stop over?
You still have one more turn.
I just DM'd you back. Sorry. Um.
So, as everything begins to come to a halt and the spells around you guys begin to dissipate, you all turn back and see Ashira lying motionless in the snow. Her light blue hair sprawled in the snow, blood trickling out of her mouth.
You said I had one more.
You had one more turn.
I'm gonna run back really quickly. I'm gonna pick up Wither. And I'm gonna say, I'll do anything. Please. And you know I mean it. No more fucking around anymore.
Wither's head tilts as you hear, and Toby, you also hear anything you say. As Wither is
Anything.
looking directly at you.
Anything. I can't let it happen again.
Well,
Not something I did, not again.
looks like you have some work cut out for you. As Wither's hand reaches up, snaps her fingers, and Ashira, you are revived with 1 hit point. With a whisper in your ear saying, "This isn't over yet." And that is where we are going to call it for this evening. I would like to thank everybody for joining us for this stressful session. But I would greatly like to thank everybody for joining us. And we will be back in 2 weeks with QPD. Next week we are back with Forging Fates and Investigation Check on Wednesday next week. So, make sure you stick around for the raid. Just a friendly little reminder that Crit Award nominations are open. So we'd greatly appreciate any nominations. If you'd like to see what we would like to be nominated for, please check out our Instagram. And another friendly reminder is that we have an open casting call for both Forging Fates and QPD. So please reach out to us via our Instagram or our Discords if you are interested. So without further ado, we love you, geeks. Make sure to stick around for the raid. Love you, geeks.